What up, what's going on, man? Salute to everybody that's tuning into the channel. It's your boy, Acito. I want to talk about URL, man. URL and this whole fucking Norbes situation, man. It's getting annoying, man. It's really getting annoying, bro. So we have a document, and that's another thing, too. Before I even get into the topic, why is so many documents being leaked from this court procedure? Like, I understand some of the documents are public record, so people can easily, Google and find the documents. But I don't know. It's just like only certain pages of the documents are like coming out public, and it's quite funny. It's like right before something's about to happen. I don't know, man. It's just weird. It's like this case has been going on for a long ass time. URL Norbes, they can't seem to settle to some type of agreement. I know URL probably doesn't want to settle with Norbes. They probably want to give Norbes a dime. And Norbes is adamant about getting something in return for his contribution that he brought to the platform. I do believe Norbes deserves something, but it's just like, I don't know, bro. So, I don't know. But today, a document was released from the Supreme Court. Now, I guess there was a court proceeding in regards to URL having certain, information sealed and not brought to the public once they go to trial, if they do go to trial. Now, according to, shout out to ARP, because ARP broke this down really, really good. But according to this document, the judge pretty much denied URL's request to seal documents in their case. So if this case goes to trial, everything is going to be public. Everything. There's no documents that's going to be hidden or only talked about amongst the lawyers per se. Like, everything is going to be public record. So every account, every transaction, who's being paid, what's being brought in, all of that information is going to be brought in, because I guess that information needs to be displayed in order for them to deliberate how much money Norbes is owed. And I'm guessing this shit is probably going to go way back. And shout out to ARP, because he brought up a really good point. It's like, does URL really want to take that risk? Because who knows who's in charge of handling the books per se. And, Smack is looked at as the face. So is Smack really intricately like involved with the finances to the T? Or is that something, Chico's always been known as the finance guy, as the money guy, quote unquote, and Beasley is just like the mouthpiece. He's the outspoken, well, articulated guy that's going to get whatever message that needs to be displayed to the general consensus. Beasley's the one that usually does it. So I don't know, like, he brought up a good point, is like, certain things could be exposed, not only, in favor for Norbes, but what if, somebody was told, oh, I can't give you such and such because we only making such and such, and then another crazy number gets exposed, that could cause a lot of turmoil, not only for the battlers, but inside the actual camp. So I don't know what's going to happen, man. I don't know if this is like a collective decision amongst Smack, Beasley, Chico, and whoever else is like on the board as far as partners in the URL, but this shit is just like, it's just too much, bro. You got just documents being leaked, and you got people putting out misinformation. There was a point URL had to step out and make a statement. They weren't even addressing nothing even battle rap related, but they made it their way to address the last document that came out. So I don't know, man. I'm just about over this shit, to be honest with you. I'm over it, bro. Like, just give this nigga something, and let's just go on about the business at hand, bro. Because I really believe like this shit is kind of stalling a lot of the process that URL is doing. I don't know if they're like waiting, because they're in like multiple legal, disputes. They're in one with ARP. We haven't really, and that's funny, we haven't really heard anything about the ARP lawsuit. Notice no documents have been shown, nothing's been leaked, but all of a sudden, for some reason, with this Norbes case, certain paperwork is being pushed out purposely to the public. Now, I'm gonna just keep it real. Me personally, this is my personal opinion. I think Norbes is the one putting this information out. I think this is my personal opinion, and it might be working in his favor. I don't know. But I just don't see URL like purposely leaking certain documents to like bloggers to put out. You know, I just don't see that. I don't see them doing that to benefit their case. Now, for me, I'm like, well, it kind of would kind of benefit Norbes for public perception, you know, but I don't know. I just don't see URL doing shit like this. Like, why would they leak a document like this? If it's public, now if it's public record, it's free game. Like if any one of the bloggers are really heavy into law and they're really watching this shit to a T, yeah, they're gonna probably get the paperwork and leak it and put it out, you know, and do a story on it. You know, I don't know too many bloggers that are heavy in law that are covering this case like on a day-by-day basis or week-by-week, whatever the case may be, but I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen with this case, bro. I don't know. A lot of people are saying if it does go to trial, a lot of the battle rappers are going to be in an uproar. I don't know. I don't believe niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't, because with the whole strike 2.5, a lot of y'all folded. T-Top, I'm not to single you out, but you was one of the main niggas, like the face of the shit. I think Arsenal was also one of the ones in there. I think Hitman even was like, yo, I stand with niggas. You know what I mean? And niggas just folded, bro. Niggas ended up being on the card and being a laughing stock in that trailer. I'll never forget that shit. Never forget that shit. Shout out to T-Top. I fuck with you, T-Top, but that shit was nasty work, bro. So it's like, if y'all do find out that URL is making millions and millions of dollars and he's only paying y'all 10,000 or 15,000, what is it to you? Like, what are you going to do? Like, you're going to go somewhere else and somebody's going to pay you 30, 40, 50,000? Like, no. Now, I can see the guys that are increasing their value on matchup to matchup basis and actually marketing, promoting battles and actually have brands and are bringing a lot of value to the company, bringing fans, selling tickets, things of that nature. I could see them negotiating powers going up higher and URL having the budge. But like certain guys like mid tiers and shit, like a lot of y'all is like, okay, like you saying you want more, but what are you doing to get more? And I don't see URL folding. It's like, all right, where you gonna go? You gonna go to RBE? Like, RBE doesn't, respectfully, I don't think RBE has the budget to incorporate hundreds and hundreds of battlers under their roster. You know, they already have a handful of already, you know, tailored battlers that came from different leagues. But then you got the bricks. You know what I'm saying? You still got to cultivate that talent. So it's like, I don't see, you know, guys like, I'm just going to name a couple names, like people in a URL, such as like a Lou Castro, you know, who else? You know, guys that's in that mid-tier class, like a real sick. I don't know, like some of these guys, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see them going to like the #2 league and actually having a position. Well, maybe somebody like a real sick per se, but it all depends if they under contract. Now, if they not under contract and they want more money and URL's like, fuck out of here, I ain't giving you more money, then yeah, they by all means. But you still like, there's a waiting list. You don't just come from the URL and skip the line. Like, there's a plethora of other people ahead that get first priority on RBE. So it's like, okay, where you go? Chrome 23? Remy's not consistently putting out cards like that. You're going to go to King of the Dot. King of the Dot is starting to get back, but let's be real, they're still not consistently. So it's like, where are you going to go? Like, there's only a small handful of dominant, consistent leagues. URL is still how they may feel as URL is not putting out as many cards. Well, excuse me, not putting out many cards. They're not putting out quality cards. They're not putting out matchups that we want to see per se. Okay, they are giving us matchups. They are giving us battles. They're dropping a lot of content, but it's not really the content that we want to see per se. You know, so I can see that argument, but they're still consistently putting out content, doing events at a rapid rate still. You know, I'm gonna do another blog about homecoming, but I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen with this case, y'all. I just wish it just be over with, man. I'm tired of this shit. Shit is annoying. It's just annoying to me. I don't gain anything whether Norbes wins or lose. URL wins or lose. Now, I don't know. If URL loses this lawsuit, could it be the end of URL? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Only time will tell. But I really would wish niggas would stop just leaking these documents, bro. Just let the shit play out in court and let's just see what happens. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section about this, man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on all social media platforms at Ace is Working. Make sure you guys check out the podcast, Dedication TV podcast, on all your streaming platforms that you listen to, as far as Apple, Spotify, Amazon, whatever you guys use. Also, check out the website, DedicatedMediaLLC.com. I got some fire merch on there. Your boy is working, man. I'm working. You know what I'm saying? Rock with your boy. AC, I'm out of here. Peace.